What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Scorpion God. Hope you're ready to kill some stuff. I am. Let's get the chat closed out. Ooh, playing against Damia. Beautiful. Keep playing against a bunch of, yeah, I'll kind of cover that in a sec. But yeah, Charcoal Diamond, Crumbling Ashes, Forbidden Orchard. Yeah, we can keep on this one. Get into spots where we can start making those tokens. Yeah, I like that. We'll keep on this one. Let's get the Scorpion God pop back up. Hopefully this is a nice one. Yeah, I keep playing against a lot of decks that just fold to removal, and I get a lot of early scoops, even though we get a nice little board state established, but we get, anyway. Let's not start the video off like that. Welcome to the Scorpion God. We are playing the Scorpion God. Whenever a creature with a -1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Then for 3 mana, put a -1 counter on another target creature. Whenever the Scorpion God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Playing against Damia, the Queen of all Sultai. Little Miss Sultai Queen. Let's go ahead and get the Blood Crypt down. Let's go ahead and shock that in. I don't know if we want to start giving them tokens just yet. Let's get the Charcoal Diamond down. Anything else we want to go for? We've got some nice little removal options in the hand. Mainly we need to get down the Scorpion God first before we start going for those spirit tokens. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Playing against Damia. Dead Touch, skip your draw step. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have fewer than 7 cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Alright, hopefully it's a nice little grindy match. But yeah, what I was saying is, I'm playing the Scorpion God, and I've been kind of paired against some commanders that just kind of fold to spot removal, or I've had some people just kind of swoop kind of early. So, whenever I do a video, I'm always shooting for like 15 minutes. You know, that's a good, nice little commander match. But I've been getting a lot of like 5 to 9 minute videos, which I don't like doing that. I like giving you something to watch. That's what I'm always going for. Okay, so we get the cliffs down. We'll be able to get that. Either way, they're going to come into play tapped. Any certain way you want to sequence this. We can't take care. We can get down the Crumbling Ashes. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Yeah, that sounds good. Get down the Crumbling Ashes, and then let's go ahead and get down the Rakdos. Well, if we get down the Black... Yeah, let's go and get the cliffs down. I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's going to come into play tap. We have the Charcoal Diamond. Well, yeah, it'll still come into play tap next. Okay, there we go. Let's get down Rakdos. We'll bounce the Blood Crypt back to the hand. That way, if we need to shock it in or something later, we can. And then we'll still we'll satisfy the cliffs by being the third land. It'll come into play untapped. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll have enough to get down the Scorpion God. And then we get into spots where if we give them enough tokens off the Forbidden Orchard, we kind of chain the Crumbling Ashes together. So we actually may end up going for the Forbidden Orchard next turn because we want to give them some nice little spirit tokens and start putting those -1 counters on stuff. All right, opponent gets down Azusa, Lost But Seeking. Beautiful promo version. Love it. Looks pretty good. Looks like it almost looks kind of on the border of cartoonish and not, you know, kind of looks like it'd be a cartoon, but it looks almost realistic. So, but now as far as mana goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 6 mana, land drop for the turn. Looking at some Damia here in a little bit. Let's go and get the Forbidden Orchard down. That way, we can start chaining together some of these -1 counters. Let's go and go for the Scorpion God. That is going to be... Let's tap the mana first, because the Forbidden Orchard is just a little clunky sometimes. Let's get the Charcoal Diamond down. And the next turn, we can give him a few more Spirit tokens to kind of start blasting those -1 counters. Keep that chain going. Let's go for the Scorpion God. Coming in hot. We don't have to really... Well, there might be a 2-mana counter spell. I forgot the Sylvan was a mana source too. Or I didn't forget, I just forgot it was right there. Anything else? Now we'll go and let them do their thing. Alright, so next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the land drop to make for the turn. It'll be 6 with Blood Crypt. We do get into spots where we make another spirit token. We can put 2 counters on the Azusa and then kind of chain it together with some of the other creatures. Those spirit tokens and really get some nice kind of value from that. And then we kind of bank it up with Grim Affliction to where we get a few more creatures on the battlefield. Hopefully we'll draw into some sort of spot removal as far as taking care of Damia to get rid of that card draw, because they are sitting at 2 cards in the hand. Oh, they go for a Harmonize. Okay, so they're trying to get some stuff rocking and rolling, get that land out there. See what they're tapping out for now. Sower of Temptation. Okay. They're going to gain control of the Scorpion God. Unfortunately, I'm trying to think. We can still go Splendid Agony and get a few more tokens on the battlefield. And then, yeah, we'll still get the we'll miss out on that creature as far as the card draw goes. I think they might get a card draw off that one, which will be unfortunate, but at least we can kind of still chain some stuff together once we tap the Forbidden Orchard, so that'll be okay. Polluted Delta. Let's go and get the Polluted Delta down. Let's go and crack that, grab our Badlands, get that on the battlefield. And we want to go ahead and make sure we make that spirit token. Let's go and add black to our mana pool. Get that spirit token. Let's go for Splendid Agony. Among 2 target creatures, 1 or more actually, let's go Grim Affliction, because we can just simply just proliferate. And then, well, yeah, let's go Grim Affliction. That way we can do a few more spirit tokens and go from there. Yeah, I like that play a little bit better. Tap the Badlands, put a minus counter on it, then we're going to be able to proliferate, and then hopefully we'll, I don't know how I think they might get the card draw on that, but we'll see how it goes. But we do have Crumbling Ashes on the battlefield, so click on that counter right there. Click done. And then let's see, do we get the card draw? Oh, we do get the card draw. Awesome. And then let's see. Oh, excuse me. I'm sure y'all are sitting there like, what are you talking about as far as card draw goes? I'm thinking that we have the Bowfly Infestation. I thought that's what the enchantment we had on the battlefield. Hey, it's been a long day. I've been doing a lot of I've been recording a lot of the Scorpion God on this one. Alright, so we're going to leave out Splendid Agony to where we can put the 2 counters on the Spirit Tokens to draw a few extra cards. We can stop Azusa from swinging in. They have a ton of mana, so we're probably going to see a Damia coming down now. So I'm okay with holding on to the Splendid Agony. Yeah, I was thinking we had Bowfly Infestation out there. I just was in my head, I was like, Black Enchantment with minus counter theme. Alright, that's what that is. Let's see what they're tapping out for. It looks like 7 mana, so this may be Damia coming down. They do have the Yavimaya Hollow, which green mana, regenerate target creature, so we're going to have to play around that if we're going to go for some spot removal on Damia. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be, actually, well, that's 7 total. Okay. Ooh, got the Whispering one. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to have a little bit of extra card draw. We have Carekeep in the hand, which is a little bit too late. And let's go ahead and make sure it goes to the graveyard, not the command zone. Okay. So we got the Whispering down. Let's see if they want to swing in with anything. If they want to swing in with the Spirit Tokens, that's fine. We're just going to let that come through. Or we'll just simply go for the Splendid Agony in response to that. Okay, coming in hot. Let's go for the Splendid Agony. There we go. Tap the Rakdos. That's going to be 1, 2. And this is exactly what you want to do with the Scorpion God. You get into spots where you can just really kind of trade value, or kind of go attrition based, destroy creatures, and at the same time get some nice little card advantage. Go and always yield to that one. Vampiric Tutor in the Scorpion God. Okay, Darksteel Plate. What sounds good? We can go for a board wipe, something like Bantu. Well, we don't have to go for Bantu. Shadow Mage Infiltrator. We're gonna have to sack the Scorpion God, but we do have the graveyard, not the command zone. So. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. Audio Scorpion God. Do you want any activations in response to that? Oh, either way, we already clicked on it, so we have to sacrifice it. Okay, we're going to get it back at the end of the turn, which we're okay with. So we draw for the turn. Grim Tutor. All right. Now they are tapped out, so they're looking at Damia. They just simply get down Damia and go for that. We can Grim Tutor. That'll be 1, 2, 3, and go for Bantu's Last Reckoning. Then our lands went on tap, then they'll have a full grip of stuff to go for. How do you want to sequence this? Let's go and get down the, well, Grim Tutor, Bantu, blow everybody up. They get down Damia, pass it over back to us. They have a full grip of 7, then we don't get to untap our lands, which doesn't really sound that enticing. If not, then we're looking at 7, 8 coming across. We can survive 8 and get through this Grim Tutor. Let's go and go for the Thought Vessel. Get that down. No max hand size. And then we can, they'll tap out for Damia, and then we can search up with the Vampiric Tutor, grab one of our board wipes, and kind of clear the board out from there. And then we'll get the Scorpion God and kind of re-rack from there. Anything else when you get down? We can get the Cliffs down. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll get the Cliffs down. It's going to come into play tapped. And then we have Grim Tutor. Do you want to go for Grim Tutor on anything? Let's go and fire that one. The black, and then the Thought Vessel. And then we still have the Vampiric Tutor we can go for after that one, after we sequence that one. So, what are we going to grab on this one? We want to find some sort of answer for Damia. So let's go ahead and grab the, let's grab Terminate. It's going to go into our hand, and then while they don't have a counterspell, let's go and go for Vampiric Tutor and put a board wipe on top of our library. Let's go and grab Damnation. That sounds like a pretty good little board wipe. Where are you, Damnation? There we go. Alright, Damnation's on top. We're going to lose 2 life. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay, good. Alright, so they have no cards in hand. They have all the mana in the world. They're going to be able to get down Damia. We have Terminate for Damia, which will get around the Yavimaya Hollow, regenerate target creature. And then if they want to bring back Sower of Temptation, there's nothing for them to grab, so we're okay with that at this point right now. So Damia, not Damia, Damnation's on top of their library. They do have the card draw to go for the turn, so I'm not sure what they can go for, but hopefully we're going to get them in a spot where they're simply just going to tap out for Damia. And then if they want to go for the Regeneration Clause, they can in response to that, but we'll see what they go for. This is pretty much kind of what you want to go for with the Scorpion God, you know, running a lot of tutors in here, a lot of card draw, and just a ton of removal just to kind of keep stuff off the battlefield. That's going to be 4/6, and they do have enough mana for the Yavimaya Hollow if they want to regenerate a certain creature. So we do get into spots where we can, depending on what they go for, with the regeneration clause, because they're tapped out, we can terminate in response to the them activating that. All right, swinging in for 7, 8, coming across, going to put us down to 12. We're okay with that. This combat damage to a player, draw a card, which more than likely they're going to go for. And let's see what they've got. Do we want to put a spirit token on the battlefield for any reason? I think, yeah, we're drawing Damnation. Yeah, we don't need to give them a spirit token. Okay. Each player target opponent sacrifices a creature, which we have no creatures on the battlefield. We're going to draw the Damnation. Let's go ahead and let's go for the Damnation. It's going to be 1/2. It's going to be black off the Warren. There we go. And then in response to them okay, I guess they didn't want to activate the Yavimaya Hollow on that one. Let's go and get the Care Keep down so we can start getting, well, actually we don't have to worry about the Whispering One anymore. We can go ahead and get the, yeah, we're going to get the Care Keep down, and then we can just tap out for the Scorpion God. I think that sounds good. Let's go and go for that. That'll be black. And then that'll give us a nice little spirit token to kind of blast next turn. Okay. Forbidden Orchard trigger, get a spirit token on the battlefield, getting down the Scorpion God, and then anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, so Damia got sent back to the command zone, and we do have Terminate still in the hand to kind of blast any sort of creature out there. They're only sitting at 2 cards in the hand, so they're kind of bottlenecked as far as what they've got, and they may just made a land drop for the turn. So I'm not sure what the last card is, but if we see Damia coming down, I feel pretty confident about going for Terminate, and then we get in the spots where we can start swinging with the Scorpion God and kind of rocking and rolling from there. If we want to, we're probably going to go for Darksteel Plate. Usually Damia decks, you know, they're just Sultai control style decks. So if we can get the Darksteel Plate down, and then we can protect the Scorpion God, we get into a spot to where if we do draw into any more board wipes, we'll have the Scorpion God protected and ready to rock and roll from there. See what they're going for. Looks like they're maybe tapping or untapping some mana. But yeah, I love playing against Damia. I also love playing Damia, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, if you're a Sultai fan, I think Sultai is my favorite color shard. I'd have to go Sultai on that one. If you had to pin me down and ask me for something like that, I have to go for Sultai. And it's just a fun commander. I love drawing cards. I love ramping, and this, everything you need in a Damia deck, or as far as a commander deck goes. So, all right. So we have the Spirit token over there. See what we draw into. Draw into the Rakdos Signet. Let's go ahead and get the Darksteel Plate down. Let's see if that draws out a counterspell for some reason. Oh, it's cost for 1 more. Actually, let's go ahead and tap the Charcoal Diamond, and we'll tap the Cliff. That way, if we need to make a token for some reason, we can go for that. Darksteel Plate. Let's go ahead and put it on the Scorpion God. That's going to be 1/2. Put it on there, Indestructible. And then let's go ahead and go for the, let's go ahead and shock this Blood Crypt in. And to get down the Rakdos Signet. We're at 10 life. Are we okay with that? Just to get down the Rakdos Signet? No, let's just be just a little conservative. Let's go for the Terminate on Damia. That's going to get around the Regeneration Clause. And then they have a little baby spirit token to kind of play around. Can't be regenerated, so it's going to get rid of the Yavimaya Hollow. Alright, let's go and swing in for 6. See if they're going to chump block on this one. Coming in hot. Darksteel Plate Indestructible. And if we can get the draw into Lightning I was thinking Lightning Boots, which doesn't make sense. If we draw into Lightning Greaves, then we can get those on there, protect the Scorpion God. So, alright, anything else? Yeah, we'll just go and tap out for the Rakdos Signet. We have nothing else we need to hold up. They'll get a nice little spirit token. And then we can use that next turn to kind of blast it with some of our other mana. There we go. Didn't want them to double block. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Let it kick over. So, we have more than enough mana to activate the Scorpion God on that little Spirit token. If we want to, we can even activate it again to get some more card draw going. Damia has been sent back, I think, 2 times to the command zone, so 7, 9. We're looking at 11 total mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If they want to completely tap out for Damia, they can. Obviously, they know we're hellbent. We have no cards in the hand, so that would be a good play for them. And then with the Darksteel Plate on the battlefield, Consuming Vapor. Target player sacrifices a creature. That is us. All right, got it, man. Scorpion God goes to the graveyard, and we'll come back to our hand at the beginning of the next instep. We'll be able to cast it. Unfortunately, we do not have haste for it, but at least we can still blast that Spirit token and blast another Spirit token if we want to. And it still puts them into spots where they're going to have to completely tap out for Damia, and we can keep generating those Spirit tokens off the Forbidden Orchard to kind of get some nice little card draw rocking and rolling. And that's the cool thing about these gods, is it goes back to your hand at the beginning of the next end step, not your next end step. So you get it back on, we lost it because of the sacrifice ability, and then I think, is that going to get rebounded, right? Target player sacks a creature, you gain life equals its toughness. Okay, so we're going to need to leave up the Care Keep to make sure that we be able to generate a creature off that one. Let's go ahead and keep that up so I do not forget about it. That would be a bummer. Don't want to forget about it. Hero's Downfall. Okay. Let's go and get the Scorpion God down and get the, let's go and cast it. Let's go for the Charcoal Diamond, Rakdos Signet, Thought Vessel. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get down the Scorpion God, cast it. And then we still have enough for the Care Keep to generate a creature. That'll be 1, 2, so we can equip it for 1, give him another Spirit token. Yeah, let's go and equip it on there. I like that. It's going to be 1, 2. Equip it on there, and then in response to that, we can go for the Care Keep, and that'll be at the beginning, of your next upkeep. So let's just go ahead and we'll do it during their upkeep in response to that going on the stack, and then we can get that little Kobold on the battlefield, and then kind of stop them from swinging in with that little Spirit token. All right, rebound. Let's go and activate in response to that. There we go. A little Kobold on. There you go, little buddy. Get it on the battlefield. Go. Come on, man. Make the Scorpion God happy. We're going to get on the battlefield. There we go. All right, they're going to gain life equal to its toughness. They're going to gain toughness, correct? Or is it power? Yeah, toughness. So we'll sacrifice the Kobold. There we go. Sacrifice that. Go ahead and cross that off. Anything else? All right, so now we still have Forbidden Orchard up. We can get that down. If they do, we do have some spot removal, which is a beautiful draw, Hero's Downfall. So if they do completely tap out 11 mana for Damia, then we can spot removal on that one, kind of take care of it, and kind of go from there. See if they're going to swing in with the Spirit token. If they are, then we'll just kind of chump block it, because why not? We've got a ton of mana generated right now. This is kind of exactly how you want the Scorpion God to play out. We have a lot of artifact ramp out there, and we can simply just start picking apart our opponent's creatures, getting a lot of card draw late game. It's very much like playing Jund in Modern. It's just a war of attrition, kill all their stuff, and start getting that card draw rocking and rolling. So it's been, man, I've loved the Scorpion. I didn't think I'd like the Scorpion God at first. I remember thinking like, I don't really want to build him, but man, I've been very happy with it. I've definitely enjoyed it. Okay, and let's go ahead and just a little bit of extra value. Let's go ahead and make a give our opponent a little extra Spirit token. Okay, we're gonna lose that mana. Phyrexian Tower. Let's go and get the Phyrexian Tower down. Let's go for Hero's Downfall on Damia first, for the most part, and then tap for black. Just want to get that, keep them out of that card draw range. You not want a fresh grip of 7. And then let's go ahead and activate, put a -1 counter on that Spirit token. That is going to be, let's kind of sequence it. Rakdos, there we go. Put a -1 counter on the Spirit token. Let's do it again. Just kind of get that card draw rocking and rolling. Then we'll be able to swing in and start getting our commander damage coming across. Liliana. Actually, we can just straight up get down. Well, do we want card draw or do we want Liliana? Let's get down Liliana. Return target creature. Return a creature card from your graveyard. We don't have any creatures. I kind of want to draw another card on this one. Put a Spirit token on there. And then now we get into a spot to where we can get a Spirit token on the battlefield, start making those kobolds, and we can start sacrificing into the Phyrexian Tower. Faithless Looting. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing in for 6. Coming in hot. It's going to be 6 total commander damage, and then I guess we can go ahead and let's go and Faith this Loot. Just dig a little bit deeper. You know, it'd be nice to have Liliana, but most of the time, if we're going to be taking care of the spirit tokens that we're generating for our opponent, I want to be able to, you know, kind of put a -1 counter on it. Night's Whisper, oh, Rakdos Return, that's beautiful. It's going to get rid of Liliana and Night's Whisper. That'll be something very beautiful to tap out for, and we'll kind of get a head count on our mana again. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 total mana, and we'll completely dump their hand. If we want to get into spots where we can help us close it out, let's see if we can't start making some care tokens and then sacrificing it to the Phyrexian Tower. And then we kind of get into spots where we'll generate a lot of extra mana. If not, we can simply just completely just dump. Ooh, we got Karn coming across. All right. Luckily, with Rakdos Return, it deals damage to that opponent, so we're going to be able to redirect that one. Yeah, it deals damage, so we're going to be able to redirect that over there. Do we want to... oh, dang it, we should have left up Phyrexian Tower to sacrifice it in response to that. Anything we want to go for... No, that's okay. We'll just go for a nice little Rakdos Return. Kind of take care of Karn and just completely dump our hand out. And the Scorpion God goes back to the command zone. So at least we're going to go ahead and tap out for that next turn. Let's get the Scorpion God back up. Yeah, should have left the Phyrexian Tower up on that one. Sorry about that. Would have been a good... That's what it was. I think we were going to leave up Care Keep to make it Kobold, and then we drew into that Faithless Looting. So, but that's definitely an option you can go for. Leave up Phyrexian Tower to sacrifice it to simply get in the little pro tip with the Scorpion God. Okay, draw into Reliquary Tower. Let's go and get the Reliquary Tower down. Do we just simply... We can Rakdos Return for 3. Or do you want to deal as much damage to our opponent as we can? I think we want to get the Scorpion God down too. So we tap out for the Scorpion God. That's going to be how much mana? It's going to be 7 total mana. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Rakdos Return for 3? They'll have to dump their hand. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's go for the Scorpion God. Let's tap that mana first. That one, get that down. We'll still leave up the Phyrexian Arena. Go for the Scorpion God. Yeah, the main thing we want to do is make sure that we take care of the Karn over there. Okay. Go for the Scorpion God. Let's go and go for the Rakdos Return, targeting our opponent. That's going to be... oops, there we go. Choose our opponent. It's going to be 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and 3. We'll still go and give him a Spirit token. That's okay with right now. And that'll be 3. They'll have to discard 3. Click Done. Yeah, then we can redirect that damage over there. And then we still have the Scorpion God down, and we have the Phyrexian Tower to make sure we sacrifice. If he gets exiled or something like that, and make sure we click and go to the graveyard. And do they have a counter spell? Ooh, Dissolve. Nice. Beautiful. Alright, so if they do go for Karn again, exile target permanent, we can sacrifice it in response to that. We still have the Phyrexian Tower up to kind of deal with Karn, and then they're still going to get a Spirit token for their troubles. Alright, let's get Damia pop back up. Alright, anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Let them do their thing. Alright, so we have Phyrexian Tower online if they do go for the minus with Karn. If they go for the plus, target opponent exiles a card from his or her hand, and then we get into spots where we can swing in for 6 and get Karn down to 1. So we're in I feel like we're in a pretty good little spot right now. But this has been a nice little match. I've enjoyed it so far. Yeah, this is. I was like, man, I've just been playing a lot of quick games where we kind of win really quick or we lose really quick, and so it's just nice to kind of just you know, get to turn 10 and have a nice little control style matchup on this one. Let's see how they want to go for Karn. Once again, we finally have the Phyrexian Arena Tower online to where we can send it to the graveyard. But before we activate it, we need to make sure that we make it go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. Don't want to go for that. Okay, so they have 4 mana. It looks like 5 mana they're tapping out for. Let's see. What we got cooking in the kitchen? Oh, untap. Okay. Maybe it's Damia? I'm not sure. But that was pretty nice on the Dissolve, man. But they were holding on to that one pretty hard. We did run the Scorpion God out to see if maybe they would counter it. And they were they held fast on that one. Sylvan Library, okay. A little bit of card draw on that one. See if they're going for anything else. See if they're going to go for that Karn or not. If they do swing with the Spirit tokens, they'll be able to get him for 1. We'll at least chump block on one of them. And then we'll have enough mana to kind of blast one of the spirit tokens and kind of draw an additional card. And exile target permanent. Okay, let's go ahead and graveyard, not command zone. Let's go and sacrifice target creature. Alright, so it's going to go into the graveyard. We took care of it this time. Did it correctly. Sequenced it correctly. So now they're going to be able to swing in 2 with the Spirit Token. See if they want to swing in. As far as Damia goes, how many times? Man, I've lost track of how many times it's been in the command. I think it's been 2, so we're looking at 11 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're only sitting at 9 mana with 1 card in hand. We're going to lose that black mana. That's okay. And then we can still get down the Scorpion God and start swinging in. Alright, swinging in for 2. Luckily, we don't have Phyrexian Arena out here. We're not going to slowly die to our own Phyrexian Arena. It's always a bummer. Alright, Scorpion God's coming back. Come on back to the hand, buddy. So we can tap that out and then start generating some Necro Skitter. Okay. Let's go for the Scorpion God. That sounds pretty good. Reliquary Tower, Rakdos Signet. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get down the Scorpion God. And then if they've got one. Okay, let's say if they got a counterspell, they got it, man. Let's go ahead and put the Darksteel Plate on there. It's going to be 1, 2, and let's go ahead and go for the Necro Skitter. Now we have a little bit of a kind of a way for us to kind of at least stop those spirit tokens from swinging in. We do have Wither, so if they do swing with the spirit tokens, we'll be able to block it and put a -1 counter on there, get a little bit extra card draw going, and then hopefully we find if they go and they end up tapping out for Damia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They'll have to completely tap out for Damia, and then hopefully we'll be able to find an answer as far as spot removal on Damia, because if they get Damia down and we cannot find an answer for it, then they'll be able to refill their hand, and that'll probably be the difference in this game right now. If we can keep it to where they don't have a lot of cards in the hand and they're having to just kind of move around the Sylvan Library, I like that. Darksteel Plate in this matchup is really nice because if they do finally draw into some sort of spot removal, destroy target creatures indestructible, so they almost have to have some sort of bounce spell or some sort of sacrifice ability like Fleshbag Marauder or something like that to kind of deal with the indestructible over there. And then we get into spots where they only have the 2 spirit tokens on the battlefield. We have enough mana to kind of start blasting those spirit tokens away. See if they're going to swing in. Okay, no swinging in, and we're going to go ahead and make a token off this one. That way, if we need to tap out for something, we can go for it, and then we'll be online for the Phyrexian Tower. And it's always nice just to have a little bit of a extra body on the battlefield. What's going on? Why can't we do that? There we go. Man, doing the Forbidden Orchard is just kind of weird. Magic Online is like, man, that's what's going on. Why? It always kind of blanks out for a second. Okay, Forbidden Orchard. They're going to get another spirit token. Damnable Pact. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. Let's go ahead and let's start blasting some of these creatures. Put a -1 counter. It's going to be get down the Rakdos Signet. Put a -1 counter on the Spirit Token. And before we completely tap our mana out, let's see if we can't get a little bit extra card draw going. Yeah, we'll go and return it. Yeah, we'll use that ability, even though it doesn't exist. It'd be nice if we get those Spirit Tokens back. Alright, Scorpion God, Toxic Deluge. Let's go ahead and activate again. I got the Charcoal Diamond, red, and then the, I don't think we need Care Keep on this one. Just kind of want to clear the way for us to draw an additional card. Always yield. Draw an additional card. Incremental Blight, and then let's go ahead and go for, yeah, that's exactly what we need. And then we want to take care of that Spirit Token. So we're going to go Rakdos and then one more. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Okay. So now we have Incremental Blight. We'll be able to get that down, put some counters on some other creatures. So we're going to get that down. We're going to gain a life. And then let's go and swing in for 7. It's going to put our opponent down to 19. Coming in hot. Actually, we're going to hold back the Kobold. That way if they have some sort of hasty creature on the battlefield. Alright, Swinging it for 7 puts them down to 19. We do have Damnable Pact with a ton of mana. Anything else we're going to go for? We could Faithless Loot if we want to, but I like everything in the hand right now, so we're just going to hold on to that. We don't want to give him another Spirit token just yet. So, we have Damnable Pact in the hand. We have an open Kobold. If they completely tap out for Damia, we can swing in with the Scorpion God and get around that Indestructible. I doubt they'll block on that one. They're probably not going to see a Damnable Pact coming across. We do have the Phyrexian Tower sacrificing the Kobold, so let's just assume we've got 1, 2. Let them do their thing, but it's going to be the Phyrexian Tower is going to count as far as the initial cost. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that'll be just enough if we connect through on the Scorpion God coming across. And with this much mana being tapped, yeah, we're going to see Damia coming across. All right. Now here's the kicker. Do we want to see if they... I doubt they're going to block with the Scorpion God. I doubt it. Okay. Chainer's Edict. Target player sacks a creature. If we go for that, that'll get rid of that. We swing it for 7, puts them down to 7, puts them down to 12, and then there'll be 2. Damnable Pact for... So we lose 2 mana. We sack one of the towers, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which will be 1 away. But we'll be able to get in for the Necroskidder. Yeah, let's go and go Chainer's Edict, targeting our opponent. Rakdos. They're going to have to sacrifice a creature. Target player sacks a creature, and then we'll swing it for 7, puts them down to 12. Coming in hot. Hold back the Kobold. Alright, swinging it for 7, puts them down to 12, and then let's kind of re-rack on how much mana we've got on this one. I think we've got just enough to kind of close it out. So it's going to be Phyrexian Tower sacrificing the Kobold. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to be 1 away. Do we want to go for that? They're going to draw a bunch of cards off that one. Let's go ahead and just save it for next turn, because we don't want to give them a bunch of cards they're going to be able to draw with. Yeah, that would be unfortunate. So we have Toxic Deluge, just going to hold on to this one, and then we get into spots where we can swing in next turn. They're going to have an answer for the Scorpion God coming across. At least if we can kind of connect over there, make them draw a bunch of cards if they're tapped out again for Damia or something like that. I'm pretty sure I counted right on. Sorry, it's been a long game on this one, so I think I counted right at 11. If we give them an entire mana board with Damnable Pact drawing a bunch of cards with no way to kind of close that last point of damage out, then that would be pretty unfortunate on this one. But at least hopefully now we get into spots where we can make a Forbidden Orchard and make one of those not insect tokens, thinking Locust God, and create a Spirit token. Ooh, we see a little bit of a Sylvan Library activation. All right, what we got going on? See what they're tapping out for. Explore. You may play an additional card, draw a card. Okay. Get the land drop down for the turn. And then I'm not entirely sure what they could go for at this point. They have 1 card in hand. And a C. I think our opponent scoops it up. All right. Whew. Man, that was a grindy match. Enjoyed it. Hey, we made it. Got to the end, and I didn't make that bad of a mistake, and we won. Hey, shout out to us. All right, we won it. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.